What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be going over another Assassin's Creed oriented type of video. What you're seeing now is Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, a standalone DLC that came with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. And then after this you'll be seeing some more Assassin's Creed Syndicate. The reason I picked these two games is because they are the two most recent in their engine. Let me make sure everybody's clear on that. That's why there's no Unity gameplay. I'm gonna go ahead and admit I like Unity more than Syndicate. Unity has better animations and overall style, in my opinion, than Syndicate does. But I'm doing the most recent animations and engine for the games. Okay. Now I could have played Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, but I did not get that on PlayStation. I just nah. So if you can't tell by the title of the video, we're going to be going over animations. Now, this isn't going to be a super long video, hopefully, just for all y'all's sake. The reason I want to talk about animations is something I saw in another previous video for Assassin's Creed Origins, and why animations are a big deal in the gaming industry and in general. They're a very big deal with video games, and what scares me with Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, if you guys don't know, I am super excited for Assassin's Creed Origins. The game's coming out in about 15 days, and that is probably the main thing y'all should be expecting on my channel when it releases. And then on November 3rd, as well as Call of Duty, just probably random videos. But we're gonna get into all that in a different video. Assassin's Creed Origins is definitely one of my most anticipated games of the year, and that's why I'm taking these next couple weeks very seriously, because I'm trying to pick out everything that I see in about Assassin's Creed Origins and kind of pick away at things that I feel like Ubisoft can learn from. And if they somehow watch this video, I know it's not possible, or very possible, but animations are very serious. I watched a previous gameplay video where it was apparently one of the final builds of the game, because I mean the game comes out in 15 days. Obviously they're getting ready to ship out to each place so people have copies at GameStop and all that kind of stuff. So the game is basically in its final state. They can obviously release patches whenever they want, but animations are a big deal, and I feel like animations aren't something that you can just easily patch as normal, because I just don't believe it. I'm not too big into the whole development of gaming. I'd like to get into that stuff, but I would assume it's not too easy. I saw this animation where Bayek was jumping off of like a rooftop, and he goes to land, and they got the animation of how I understand the idea of what they want him to do. It's kind of like I'm not going to be showing any gameplay of it, but he lands, and it's like he almost fucks up the landing in a way. Like, he puts both of his hands down on the ground, and he's trying to like push himself back up, kinda as if he messed up the fall, like he forgot to roll or something like that. But within the animation, it looks more like he's sliding. It looks more like he's just kind of like sliding along. Like, you see his feet kind of push up off the ground, so it does look like his feet are actually moving. But at the same time, it looks like he's just kind of sliding with the way his hands are moving, and it hurts a little bit, because I saw this animation and I liked it. I love a lot of good animations in the games. Syndicate was very disappointing with the lack of animations. Like, Arno had that little extra touch to him. When you climb buildings, sometimes he'll actually do like a little spin when he gets up the building, and that was something I loved. Like, that was one of my favorite things about Arno's parkour animations. And to see them completely remove that in Syndicate, and I get it could just been a thing that Arno did. They could look at it like that if they wanted to, but it was a cool little animation. Now Syndicate it's like watered down. We just have regular climbing. It's like the only parkour we truly have is when you're running and you hold down a certain button, and he'll do, he'll slide across something or roll over it, and that's fine. It's awesome. Like, it's good to know that's coming back. I saw in a video that will be back, the overall parkour. But when you're climbing and he's doing animations the way he does, it needs to look very smooth and seamless. But like that was glitchy. I don't know what the hell that was. But like, it kind of bothers me a little bit. And I'm not like getting pissed off at Ubisoft or something. Maybe they just haven't just focused all their attention on animations. They feel like they got it pretty much down. And from everything else I've seen, the animations do look very spot on and very good. But I'm spotting small animations like that bother me, like the combat. The combat is taking a very Witcher route, and nobody can really disagree with me there because it's true. They already said that they were, I heard somewhere that they took inspiration from The Witcher 3. And that's perfectly fucking fine. That's awesome. I love The Witcher 3. It was an amazing game. And and it's just a little bit weird for an Assassin's Creed game. Like, I love the combat. The way the combat looks, it looks very innovative and very good for the Assassin's Creed franchise. And I'm really excited to see more and actually be able to get hands-on with it. But it's nerve-wracking too, because the way that he'll swing it just hits an enemy, and I get it's based that way. But Assassin's Creed's always been focused around cool animations, like cool kill takedowns and stuff, and I get those are active in like the frenzy mode and some of the kill takedowns you do. There are animations like that, but it's always been just kind of a thing. And sometimes when you kill them, they just kind of fall over, and maybe that's fine. Maybe it's cool. Yeah, I get that. But I'm a little worried about if it's going to look fluid enough to where it'll still feel Assassin's Creed. We have to keep in mind that we still want the game to be Assassin's Creed. We don't want it to be Witcher combat with an Assassin's Creed logo smacked on it to it. And I get it probably will not rival The Witcher 3 and the amount of content and the way that the game was polished. And it had very slight issues, but I have faith in Ubisoft that they are going to deliver really well, and that's why I want the best for the game, because I want it to do very well. Overall, you'll see animations in Syndicate with the with the way that maybe Jacob moves around or Evie, and sometimes it's really off and really weird. But overall, the animations are smooth, and you don't really see a moment where he's gliding or anything. Like, a lot of people complained in Unity how, oh no, he fucking jumped super far. And I get that, he did. But it added a fun factor to it, to be honest. Like, the way he jumped, it made the game fun. And I always look at the game in that sense. It is a video game. It's just supposed to be fun. And I get we want realistic aspects to add, you know, the immersion. And that's something that, one of the reasons I made this video is to talk about that kind of immersion. Animations need to be polished for that, but it's still a game in the end. And yeah, we don't want it to be too unrealistic. The games look very realistic and very beautiful, but you know, we still need to remember that it is a video game, and that yes, they should make the jumping feel a little bit more real if we're going to be immersing ourselves as an assassin. And reasons I think Assassin's Creed Origins, what makes me nervous about it is I saw another video, they compared Assassin's Creed 4's parkour and free running to Unity's and then Origins from the gameplay that we've gotten from Origins. And so far I saw on a factor, smooth wise, it's Unity, Origins, Black Flag. Then keep in mind these are all in those engines, and I'm assuming that you use Unity for the fun factor because Syndicate was, like I said, not the greatest at it, but I feel like at the same time, Syndicate was one of the smooth, very, ones that Ubisoft looked at really well, and they were like, we want to make it very realistic, and we don't want to go too far with it. That's why there's no automatic jump button anymore, or manual jump button anymore, sorry. But I hate that there's no manual jump button, but anyways, then I saw a realistic comparison. People were like, realistic-wise, it's Black Flag, Origins, and Unity. Never once did Origins make it in the top there, from what everybody's saying. And I get we have to play the game, and even though the gameplay I have seen, it doesn't have to be the final build of the game. They still can release updates and other things like that. It's just, I just wanted to make this video just kind of, I want everybody to keep in mind about animations and the fluidity of how Origins plays, because I'm very nervous about it. I'm going to be probably giving out a first impressions video and a overall, maybe a small review of the game after I play a lot of it. Now keep in mind, I'm also very excited for World War II, so I have about a week to just grind out Origins and play as much as I can, but I'm going to be trying to take my time and enjoy the story, understand the lore of it. This is the very beginning. Enjoy the characters, but in the end, when I'm finished with the story and all I have to focus on is side quests and hunting and exploring ancient Egypt, I still want to be very immersed and make sure I'm bringing out the most in that review. I'm not going to call it a full-fledged review because I'm not probably going to go into depth about the story or anything, but I'll talk about my experience with the game and how I like it. It's just, I want this game to be one of the best in the series. It deserves to be... Assassin's Creed deserves a comeback. It really does. It's been through a lot of shit lately. I really enjoyed Unity. Syndicate was not a terrible game, but there's a lot of things that bothered me with the game. Animations are a big deal with me. I like animations. I like when games look fluid and have really cool animations, like in Watch Dogs when things explode around your character. He kind of like flips and falls, and you know, it adds this cool sense of holy shit, like that's badass. It just adds that layer of like movie type shit to it. And just to see Bayek kind of just float when he's trying to pick himself back up, because I understand the animation, but it's just I would love to see that be kind of fixed by the time the game launches. I'm super excited for the game to come out. I'm gonna have gameplay videos out probably on day one, probably about 1 or 2, but you guys let me know if you want to see a lot of Assassin's Creed Origins content. This will probably be my last Assassin's Creed video until the game launches. I'm going to be trying to work on some other videos so it's not just Assassin's Creed up to the point of the game coming out. Besides that, thank you so much for watching, guys. I understand this video is kind of all over the place, but I wanted to just let it be known. I want everybody to keep an eye out for animations and let Ubisoft know. Let them know. Give them complete feedback any way that you can. Tell them about animations and how it polished and how they just need to tweak around them, because seeing your character glide, that just leaves a sour taste in my mouth. We want the best for the game, and I know there's a lot of Assassin's Creed fans out there that don't want to see their character when they're immersed into this open world just sitting here gliding around like the shit with the carriages. I hated this. I'm not even joking. I hated the carriages. Like, how the fuck are we doing that bullshit? And I get it's a video game, and I'm kind of biased and a piece of hypocritical piece of shit here for that. But that's a little bit too far. Like, yes, in the end it's a video game, so yes, features like that aren't bad. But it's just, every video I've watched of people getting on the carriages, they laugh their asses off at this. But not like, this is cool, just, it's fucking weird. But either way, it is, in the end, we do have to remember it is a video game. I'm sorry for being hypocritical about it, but I do like some realism like everybody else says, but I also have to remember it's a video game. Obviously, this was just one game, and it got mixed reception, so... But that's just part of animations to me. The animations just don't feel fluid. It just feels kind of weird doing that kind of shit. Either way, guys, thank you again for watching. Let me know if you want to see more Assassin's Creed content from this hypocritical asshole. And, well, Assassin's Creed Origins comes out really soon. I hope y'all know that I'm overly excited for the game. Like, I can't express it. I'm kind of fucking up my sleep schedule in these next few weeks just to go ahead and fuck it up so I can stay up all night and grind out the game. I'll give you as much info on the game as I can. Let me know what else y'all want to see. Thank you so much for watching, guys.